going to depend, Stan, I'm going to depend on you guys to assess whether or not you are going to want some more sandbags. You're going to need to do that as soon as you can, and let us know, and then we'll get you, if you think you need more, we'll get them down there.
We'll get them down there. If we have to ramp everything back up again, I got access to sand 24/7. So
definitely, we're keeping an eye on it. And I want to thank the Corps for helping us out. I tell you, this has been a great relationship with the Corps, so it's really helped us out to know what's going on out there. So if not, then we'll move to the community resource and find out if you have had any new folks registering.
We have.
And there may be a possibility of more with Foley and that possibility. So
Pin Oak situation. For the Red Cross report, Kelly, and for Andy, we've seen a surge in the number of residents coming into the shelter. We had 16 residents last night, which was up, of course, from 6 the night before.
Please, as people include animals, their evacuation plans are set up out here, brought in backup, or rolling. We've had probably 25 this morning come in already.
wow. All right, much. We'll keep working this. We're not out of the woods yet.
We're going to keep the shelter open. Red Cross is going to keep the shelter open as long as there's a need.
Sure.
So unless you hear from me, or unless you hear, or Andy hears from me, that would be the only way to deal with that rumor, if you hear us.
Okay.
And I've recommended to the St. Louis area chapter to keep this thing open, for as long as we need, so there's no plans to close the shelter. Food seems to be real good for everybody. Everybody's been great. We're getting an awful lot of donations, good people coming by, businesses. We're probably in pretty good shape on that.
Good.
Don't need, Andy, we're probably okay as far as donations and things like that at the shelter. There are an awful lot of residents, county residents coming by, seeing if they can help at the shelter. Each of the shelter managers, just so you know, we have the shelter teams and shelter managers on 12-hour shifts, Andy. We're getting a good bit of traffic coming through saying, how can we help? Are there sandbag needs? Are there other volunteer needs? There's quite a few people coming through, so we can help you with that.
Very good. Very good.
Firefighters on the fireboats doing check the well-beings on patients that are actually still living in the floodwaters, and we've been making sure that, we're asking if they want to check their blood pressure, check their blood sugar, making sure that none of them have any medical problems in that area as well. So EMS has been working with the fire departments and the EOC, working hand in hand, making sure that everyone's taken care of.
People are trying their best, so a lot of good volunteers are helping us. The National Guard are down here, so a lot of good people are trying hard.
My name's Charlie Carson, Winfield, Missouri. Okay. What we got here is just, I guess you could call it my plan to keep the water out. Basically what it is 4x8 sheets of plywood, 5/8 inches thick, 2x4s. We have 4-foot kickers, reinforced by rebar, 3 feet long, driven into the ground. Then as a little precaution, we have 3.5-foot 2x4s sunk in the ground and screwed. We use approximately 35 sheets of plywood, 280 2x4 8-footers, and roughly about 35 pounds of 3-inch screws. It took 4 of us a full day to build each wall, 35 panels, and to get them around the house. I have a 5,000 watt portable generator waiting, and extra sandbags, gasoline, and extension cords. Okay. No, the water never got through. A lot of seepage though. Makes sense to me. I don't, maybe I'm a little weird, but everybody thinks I am anyway. But, in a nutshell, that's about it.
Still wagon, and I work with FEMA. So Winfield and Foley are in Lincoln County. That's one of the 3 counties that I was asked to come to and do some forward observation, not just see what level the water was day by day on the different roads, see how many homes and businesses were going to be impacted by that rising water, and try to give a quick report back daily to my supervisors, who in turn were working with the state of Missouri folks in trying to develop and get some federal assistance here. There's 2 sides to FEMA. There is the PA side, the public assistance, which is going to bring some financial assistance to the governments of the area, and then there's the individual assistance that's going to bring assistance, financial assistance to the homeowners, renters, and business people that were affected by any of this flooding, not only in this county, but the 7 counties up the river from St. Louis up to the boundary of Iowa. In a disaster initially, the local volunteer organizations are the most immediate response, and they have been very outstanding here, like your American Red Cross, your Salvation Army, some local church groups. They're going to give the immediate day-by-day assistance to these people that have in particularly been displaced by this flood. The declaration was signed today at 2 o'clock, which was very rapid and speedy, and that's going to be of great help to these individual residents. They can now call the 800 number, 1-800-621-FEMA or 3362, and get registered. And I've been here for close to 2 weeks observing, as I said, observing all of this massive volunteer effort up and down the river, not just in this county, but up and down the river. Hundreds, if not thousands of people putting together, I don't know how many millions of sandbags, working in the heat, working long hours. Those are 15-pound sandbags that they're dealing with. Their spirits were up. They wanted to help the community. They came from outside the community to help. That's the largest impression I've had in this, and this is my job. I travel. Just a great outpouring of American spirit to really help everybody.